Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. This is my demo lecture of IT subject for grade 7. Today we are going to learn about a few very useful functions of MS Excel 2010. These functions are sum function, average function, max function, min function and if function. Using these functions, we are going to prepare a mark sheet of a class where we are going to calculate totals, averages, um, uh, highest marks, lowest marks, and grades of the students. Apart from this, I will show you one more complementary thing at the end. So you need to be stay focused from the beginning itself to understand this topic thoroughly. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting. So without any further delay, we will start it. First, let us understand these functions one by one. So for that, first we will go for sum function. So sum function, I'll just put some random numbers over here. 45, 62, 33, 88, 46, 49, and 55, 44. Okay, these are the random numbers. Now here we want to take it out the total. Okay, for that we will be using sum function. So I'll put is equals to sign, then I'll put function sum, sum, then open bracket, then I'll go to first number and click it over here, and without releasing the mouse button, I'll just drag it till the end and press enter. So here I got total. So with the help of sum function, we can take it out totals. Now next thing, we will take it out from this given number, averages. So I'll just put average over here and I'll go in this cell, and in this cell I'll just put is equals to sign, then I'll put function average, then open bracket, then again I'll go to the first number and click over here, and without releasing the mouse button, I'll just drag it till the end and press enter. So here we got average of these given numbers. Next thing which we can take it out over here is highest number from this given list. So here if we can see over here, 88 is the highest number. So we'll just calculate over here, just take it out over here, just type highest number. We'll go to next cell. Here I'll put function max, then open bracket, then I'll select the number range till the end and press enter. So 88 we got as a highest number. Okay, now we'll take it out lowest number. For that we will put is equals to sign, then we will put this function min, then open bracket, then again I'll go to the first number and just click it over there, and without releasing the mouse button, drag it till the end and I'll press enter over here. So I got lowest number as well. Now you people tell me for total which function we will use. You are telling sum function. Is it correct? Yes, very nice. Sum function we will use for calculating total. Now let us understand its structure one more time. In the cell, what you are going to put first? You're going to put first will be is equal to sign. Then you have to put function sum function sum, then open bracket, then you have to select the numbers which are given there, then you have to close the bracket and press enter. Isn't it easy? You'll get answer. Now tell me, if I want to take out highest number from the given numbers, which function I'll use here? Come on, tell me. Yes, you're correct. We have to put max function there. Similarly, same structure we have to use, just we have to replace sum from the previous structure. Okay, is equal to sign will come first, then we have to put max max, and we have to open the bracket, select the numbers, then close the bracket and press enter. That's it. You'll get answer. For lowest number, if I want to take out lowest number, then which function we have to put? Yes, we have to put min function, min. Okay, same structure you have to use. Now I'm going to prepare a mark sheet over here. In this mark sheet, I'm going to put some random marks for the students. From those random marks, we are going to calculate their averages, totals, highest marks, lowest marks using the same function. Let us understand this in an example of mark sheet. I'll just put serial number over here, then name of the student, next thing would be I'll put English subject, then Hindi, math. 3 subject I'll put. Here I'll put total. Okay. Now first I'll write the names over here. Zubair Khan, Shoaib Khan, Yazid Khan, Fianaz, Mera Khan. Okay. Now this give numbering back till the end. Okay. Here I'll put some random marks for them out of 100. 88, 62, 98, 87, 62. Then for Hindi, 56, 79, 66, 49, 79. Then here I'll put 55, 64, 99, 46, 82. So this random marks I have given to them. Now here we will calculate their averages, class average for subjects. Class average, then highest marks, lowest marks. Okay. Now here we will calculate total and average, student marks average. I will quickly format this. One more thing we can put over here, which is grade. Okay. Now here we are going to calculate their class averages of each subject. So first thing, again we have to put average function over here is equals to average, then open bracket, then you have to go to the first number and select it till the end, then press enter. So here you got your class subject average. Okay. The next thing we can take it out is highest marks over here. So again I'll put is equals to sign, then max function I'll use for highest number, open bracket, then again I'll go to the first number and click it, and without releasing the mouse button I'll just drag it till the last student and press enter. So here I got highest mark in this English subject of the class. So 98 is the highest which Shahzeb Khan got over here. Now here we will take it out lowest marks. So again I'll put is equals to sign, then min function min, then open bracket, again I'll go and just select till here and press enter. So here we got low mark which is 62 over here in this English subject. Now similarly you might be wondering that we have to again put this formula for calculating Hindi and math class average, highest marks and lowest mark. No, we have one shortcut for this. If you can see one small box over here, you can see my arrow. It is turning into plus sign over here. When I am taking this to this small black box, this is turning into plus sign. So here we have to click and drag it till here. So we got averages of Hindi and math as well, class averages for these subjects. Okay. Similarly, we'll just click over here. Again, this arrow is turning into plus sign. And then we have to drag it till here. So we got highest mark for Hindi, highest marks for math. Again, we have to come over here and drag this till here. So we got lowest mark for Hindi and lowest mark for math. Now here we will use sum function for calculating the totals. Is equals to sum, sum, then open bracket, then we have to select this. Suppose Zubair Khan, he got 88 in English, in Hindi he got 56, and in math he got 55. So we have to take out his total marks, how much marks he got in all these subjects. So we will select this number range. Just click on the first cell and just select till the last subject and press enter. So Zubair Khan got 199 marks as his total. Okay. Similarly, again we will just use this drag shortcut. Again we will just click over here and without releasing the mouse button we will just drag it till here. Okay, so we got totals of all the students. Okay, similarly we will calculate their averages. Okay, so for averages again we have to put average function over here, then open bracket, then again we have to select till here, till math. Okay, and press enter. So we got average of Zubair's total. Again we will just drag it till here. So average will be calculated for all of these students. So we got averages, class average for each subject we got, highest marks for each classes we got, lowest marks for each classes we got, and we also got averages, individual averages. Now last thing we can calculate over here, which is grading. For grading we have to use if function. So before that we will just give criteria for that. For grading criteria we will just put some numbers over here, 0 to 100. Suppose someone got total marks as 0, in between 0 to 100, so he'll get C grade. Then if someone got between 101 to 200, then he'll get B as grade. Then third thing, if someone got 201 to 300 marks, so he'll get A grade. So you can set whatever criteria you have, you can set accordingly. Okay, this is the grading criteria. So for that we will just use over here. This function is little lengthy, but still we will use it. If function, fi. Okay. Then we have to open a bracket. Here we have to give logical test. That means first thing we need to, how we can calculate the grade. We can calculate it from the total overall grade. We can calculate from the total marks the particular student got. So this Zubair Khan, he got total of 199 marks he got. So we will just click on this cell. Okay. Here you might be wondering what is J5 over here. J5 is actually this total cell number. This is highlighting over here. This is the address of that cell. If you can see over here, J is written. If you can see my arrow, J is written over here. This is column, and this cell is coming in this row. So J is the column and 5th in the row. So J5 is the cell address over here. So we have to put if, then open bracket, then cell reference we have to give. If J5 is more than, this is a sign of more than 200. Okay, more than 200, then we have to put comma over here. Then in double quotes we have to put A. If J5, if cell is cell J5 got more than 200 marks, so the grading will be A for him. Again we have to put comma over here. Then next we will put some more criterias. Again we will put if, then open bracket, then again J5 I'll put, this is the cell address. If J5 is more than 100, okay, then we have to print their B as their grading. Okay, then into double quotes we have to close it. Again we have to put comma over there. Then one last thing we have to put, again if function, then logical test, again we have to give J4, again the cell number, cell reference. Then if J4 is more than or equal to 0, then what we have to print, we have to always write in this double quotes. C will be the grading criteria for them. Again we have to close this double quotes and press enter. Okay, so here we got grade for this particular student. What criteria we have given over here? B grade. For B grade, if the student got 101 to 200 marks, so he'll get till 200, he'll get B grade. Okay, similarly he got over here, he got 199, so he got the grade B. So again we will not put the formulas for other, again we will just drag it till here, so that our grade will be calculated automatically over here. Just you have to put it once and that's it for all, then you can easily calculate it. Okay, now next thing, I hope you understood this. This is only 10%, this is only 10% you have learned from this 10 or 20%. Remaining 90 or 80% you will be learning by doing practical. Okay, without practical you won't understand this. You have to do practice for this to understand it. So next thing we can take it out over here. We'll just prepare one chart over here. Just I'll select till here. Just you understand how we can take it out the charts for averages. And just press Control, and here also I'll select. Okay, I have selected these two columns, name of the student and average marks. So here I'll go insert and I'll choose this chart group. Okay, so one of the charts I can take from here. I'll take this first one. So here you got a class average marks chart for all students. we have 5 students over here. Zubair Khan, he got 63, 66 as his average. So you can see this bar, it's going just above 60. And Shoaib Khan, he got 68, so it is going just above here. And similarly, Shahzeb Khan, he got highest average, which is 87 over here, so his bar is very high over here. So that's it for now. You might have understood this. You have to do practice for better understanding. Without practice, you won't understand this. Okay, 2-3 times you practice it, you will definitely come to know this. Thank you very much. Hope you have understood how we can prepare a mark sheet using these functions of MS Excel 2010. At the end, you have also learned to prepare charts, although it was complementary learning. But I would suggest just try out different charts. You might have noticed there are so many different charts available in MS Excel 2010. Just try it out one by one. You will definitely find it fascinating. And one more thing I would like to add over here: whenever you got spare time, free time at home, just try to search this topic on YouTube. You can put in search box like if function in MS Excel, sum function in MS Excel, average function in MS Excel. They are easily available. So just try out this and explore the thing. That's it for now. Thank you very much.